Hey everyone, let's understand how to request API data in Python. So in programming, an API, which stands for Application Programming Interface, lets your code ask another service for data. So by another service, I mean that it could be a website or simply another database. And to request an API data in Python, first you need to install request library. So let's open the terminal and we'll run this command. So if you have Windows, you can run pip install request, and if you're using Mac, just use pip3 install requests. And we have the library now. Now we can go ahead and import it. And to make a get call for the API data, what we can do is we can use requests, then dot, and we can use the get function. And inside this, you have to pass your address from where you want to fetch the data. So I'm going to use the official joke API. This is something which is free, so you can go ahead and use it. So every time this is going to give you a random joke, and this is the structure in which it gives you back the response. So when we make the request to this particular URL, we are going to receive this in the data. So let's receive the response in another variable called response. So first we can check the status code to check whether it worked or not, whether the call was successful or not. So status code, let's save and run this, and it shows 200. That means it was successful. Now we can go ahead and print the response text. So response.text. Let's save and run this, and you can see we got the whole response. And every time you make a call to this, it is going to give you some random joke. So here request.get is sending an HTTP GET request to this particular API URL, and response.status code is telling us if it worked or not. So we saw that it was 200, right? That means it was a success call. And then response.text, it is showing us the raw response body. Now we can go ahead and parse this data. So I'm not going to close it. Let's keep it open so that we can see it. So here, if you want to parse the response, let's first take a variable wherein we are going to keep the parsed response. So response, because this is where we have the raw response, and dot, we have a JSON function, and when you use it, it is going to give you the parsed data. And the JSON function returns to the data in the form of Python dictionary. So here if I print the type of data, let's say print, let's save and run this. So you see, once you parse your response using JSON function, the data, as in the parsed response that you will get, that will be in the form of dictionary. Okay, so now also you can go ahead and access specific fields from the response. So let's say if I want to print just the joke, right? So I will go ahead and let's say I just want to print the joke. So from data, so the joke is under this field setup. So we are just going to access that. And let's also get the punchline. And let me copy this. I'll change the emoji, and here we need the field name, which is punchline. Let's save and run this. So you can see that for this print line, we got the value that was there under setup, which was the joke, actual joke. And then for the punchline also, we got the data extracted here. Let's go ahead and do another example. So this time we are going to fetch a GitHub user info. So let's write a function. I'll name it as get GitHub user, and we'll pass the username. Here, let's just give the URL first. So we can go ahead and use this URL, and from here we can basically try to pass any username and fetch the data. So let's copy this, and here we are going to paste it, and after users we are going to pass the username. Now let's take a variable to store the response, and then we also have to import the request, right? So import request, and then request.get, and we'll pass the URL. Now let's add a condition. So first we'll check whether the HTTP call was successful or not. So I'll write if response dot status code is 200, that means success. That is when we'll go ahead and parse the data. So let's take another variable, and for parsing we can use the JSON function, response dot JSON function. And after this, let's print some info. So I'll use fstring, and then I'll mention data. And if I go back here, what are the information? So we get login ID. So let's say I need login from here. So I'll go ahead and from data, I will get login. And then let's write has. Let's print another set of data. I'll pass my username for now. So here, let's say this one. And here we have public repos, right? So we can go ahead and use this, right? Public repos. And then in the else, we'll just print user not found. Print user not found. Now let's go ahead and call this function, and we will pass a username. So let's say if I pass my username, save and then run this. So we get the output, right? Because I have 0 public repos. That's what at least it is showing. And even if I print something else, I will get the information from here. Now let's pass a username. I'm going to pass a random username. So if that exists, it is going to give us something, otherwise not. So let's say test111. So I'm not sure if there's a repo with this username. So let's go ahead and run this. So okay, so there is a user with this username. So if if I go ahead and try to access this, we can see the details. Alright, so this was very basic of how you can make an HTTP request in Python and how you can read your JSON data and how to actually work with live APIs. You can start exploring public APIs. There are so many. So there is one for open weather app. Then there are a lot of chatbots, public APIs. So maybe go ahead and give it a try. So that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.